Hey everyone, and welcome back to Authentic Worth Publishing, bringing worth back into you through storytelling and book writing. Oh, it's been a while. I'm so excited. Firstly, I want to say thank you to our recent subscribers. We are literally en route to 1,000 subscribers. I have no words. I'm so grateful. My heart is full. Thank you all for standing with us and helping us share the word to encourage other people that their books truly can be written and that we are indeed bringing worth back into writers through storytelling and book writing. In today's video, I want to talk about two platforms that I believe are very key for a first-time self-published author. Now, for those who have been loyal to this channel, you would know that I previously spoke about my experiences with two particular platforms, and I'm going to also link them down in the description bar. But I want to talk about them from a fresh perspective, from a 2024 lens. So the first platform for self-published authors is KDP, and this stands for Kindle Direct Publishing, which is also run by Amazon. One of the things that as a self-published author needs to understand is that you will have to do your research in finding out what platforms suit you. There are quite a few other platforms which I won't mention at this time because I purely just want to focus on these two. So KDP, who was initially called CreateSpace, because I remember when I published my first book, It's Time to Heal, I used CreateSpace for that. And it was great, easy, so straightforward to do. But when CreateSpace informed us that they were changing from their name to KDP, I was just thinking, oh my goodness, I hope it's not going to be hard. But it's more or less the same thing, just a bit similar, a few tweaks here and there. But so far, the experience of using KDP has been good. So one of the things that they've done, and I believe it started last year, but please don't quote me on it. You're welcome to do your own research. But I believe either in 2023 that they started providing hardback books. Now, for those who know me personally, and from a professional perspective, I really stand on hardback books if you are looking to have book launches and if you are desiring to see your book in a bookstore. It is so essential to have a hardback. And there are benefits to having a hardback because it's durable, it's long lasting, but of course the limitations is that it can be quite expensive to print, especially if it's a children's book with a lot of colour or a non-fiction book with a lot of illustrations as well. But on the good note, KDP does allow authors to publish hardback books as well, which is great. The process is more or less the same. It's really about making sure that you are entering everything properly into the system. And then if you want to use other platforms, you need to also make sure that what information you are putting in those platforms are exactly the same. But from experience, KDP has really been great in terms of printing books in bulk. It's been very affordable, but of course you need to bear in mind that the number of pages will determine how much it will be to purchase per book. So most of the books that we publish are between 100 pages onwards, and it can be up to 200 pages. But it's great because those who are looking to write more books will get used to it. And that's the process of it all. Unless you want to go down the ebook or Kindle route, that's also a great alternative for those who may not want to necessarily buy their books in bulk and they just want their readers to read a digital platform book. That is great as well. There's no one size fits all. So those are some of the advantages that I've seen KDP are doing. I wouldn't say anything has changed from the time that I started using it in 2016, but mainly that they provide authors and creatives to upload their books via hardback. And in particular, when I uploaded my first book via hardback, that was the power of a forward-thinking mindset in 2020. And I also did a video on that, and I'll be linking that in the description bar below so that you can see the difference between a hardback and a paperback book. And I tell you, when I got that hardback book, it was great. Although at the time it wasn't from KDP. It's actually from another organization that I'm going to mention right now, and that is Ingramspark. Now, I don't know where to start with Ingramspark because in all honesty, when I first started my journey with them in 2019, it was a struggle. I really found it hard. And for those of you who are currently using Ingramspark or who have used it before, please do let us know your experiences in using Ingramspark. For me, as a first time author, using that platform was quite difficult to navigate. But I've noticed that in recent times, we've seen that there has been a difference and a change because now they're making it a bit easier in the sense that they're not charging for re-uploads. Before, they used to charge for re-uploading, and that was really, like, let's be sincere. You don't want to pay to use it and then pay to re-upload a manuscript if you've made an error. But again, they've taken that off, which has been really refreshing for new, vibrant authors that are looking to share their story with the world. And one of the greater benefits, of course, regarding Ingramspark is their international network and expansion that they have in different countries to get your book out in different markets. I still remember my fifth book, Confident Face, Embracing Your Authentic Beauty, and this will be the testimony of my life. At the time, I wasn't on social media. I uploaded my book and I went to Cambridge to promote it. Even in that time, I don't know how people saw this book because it wasn't online. But when I uploaded it and it was ready for distribution, someone bought 28 copies. And I remember till this day how thankful and how humbled I was that someone bought 28 books. Even though I don't know the person that bought it, but whoever it was, thank you so much. It touched my heart. And I was thinking to myself, what would this person be doing with 28 books? Maybe they could have a workshop with it. Maybe it could be gifts to give away. And that's what made me realize how powerful Ingramspark is because they cater to a wide range of people. So there are benefits to it. And again, they also provide hardback books. So one thing that I did do was a comparative between hardback books for KDP and hardback books for Ingramspark. And I must say, Ingramspark wins for me. The only limitation though is the price. The price of printing a hardback book in Ingramspark is not for the faint-hearted. And the return is definitely not for the faint-hearted. Whew. Yeah. If you are looking to have a book launch and you know your audience, focus on what you believe they are more likely to buy from you. So within my previous years of having book launches and for the other book launches I've been to, whether it has been for me to speak at their book launches or just been invited as a guest, I've seen that the majority of authors print out paperbacks. And it's much more cheaper and much more convenient. But for hardback books, it's mainly for those that want to see the book on display, or if they want the book, they can purchase it at a more higher price. But either way, hardback books are essential and paperback books are also essential. It's difficult to pick from both of them, but from a book launch perspective and for financial ease, paperback will always win. If you are looking to get your books in bookshelves, then Ingramspark is the way for you. KDP is also great, not necessarily out there to get your book in a bookstore, but it's also good for publicity. As we know, Amazon is a very successful company. And anytime you think about books, the first place you go to is Amazon because it's a large platform. And even myself, when I research on books or I'm recommended books, the first thing I go on is Amazon, number one, because of their reviews. I love reviews and I love seeing what people have learned from the books that they have read. And it's so encouraging as well. And particularly giving authors a review. That really helps to boost their book sales. So again, with Ingramspark, there are great benefits. The process is a bit longer than KDP. There are quite a few questions and that they ask for, but it is a good thing because they want to make sure that they position and market your book in the right place. So that's a great advantage. So they ask for the categories, they ask for reviews if you've got it in advance, and it's a great way to get your book out there for people to read the reviews even before they've even read the book. But in all honesty, Ingramspark is great. The only issue, or if I can say the only limitation, is the return that you get from the books that people buy and also how long it takes for you to be paid. It can take up to 3 months and that is quite a long time and it can be quite small. So again, my recommendation and my advice as a self-published author is to use KDP if you want to print your books and you want to have book launches because you can print them at a very affordable cost. And if you want distribution and marketing awareness and getting your book out there globally on a higher scale, then Ingramspark is your best place to be. And the great thing about Ingramspark is that it also caters to over 39,000 retailers plus, so that includes Waterstones, Barnes & Noble, and of course it does include Amazon. You just need to make sure that when you are using KDP's online publishing platform, you do not click expanded distribution, as that does have an impact on Ingramspark when you also upload the content there. And that's something that I had to do my research on. So I'm very grateful that I did that research on time. And that's another thing. Before you use any publishing platform, please do your research. Find out what works for you. Some people, they're not really fussed on getting their book out there to be a bestseller. Some people are just writing books for their close family and friends and local community. And if that is you, then KDP is great. But if you're really looking to get your book out there, to expand yourself, to let yourself be known, including buying your own ISBN number, that's something else that I need to talk about in another video. But in a nutshell, you do need an ISBN number. And an ISBN number is basically a 13-digit number that goes at the back of your book to signify that this is your specific book. I'm not sure if it's showing the numbers there, but if it isn't, my apologies. But you would need an ISBN number that is unique to each book, and also the format as well. So if you're having 3 formats, which is paperback, hardback and ebook, you would need a unique ISBN number for all of them. Again, depending on what route you use, you can either purchase them yourself or you can hire a professional independent publishing company to do it on your behalf. But either way, both platforms are great for different things. And we encourage you to utilize this, but also do your own research, because there are many other platforms out there that are also doing well in their respective lanes. So I really hope that this video has helped for you to navigate how to start yourself in the book publishing field and learning about the pros and cons of both publishing platforms. And they're both great in their own way. I can't pick one more than the other, because they both have advantages, and they've really helped me personally on my journey to get me to where I am as an author. And not only as an author, but a multi-published author of 8 books, which I'm very grateful for. So if there's any other topics, or if there's any questions that you would like me to answer, please leave them down below. And for those who have either used Ingramspark, please let us know your experiences. For those who have used KDP, likewise, do let us know your experiences. For those in particular who have used Ingramspark in the past few years or even present, it will be very great to hear from you as well. It'll be lovely to know your experiences. I'd like to know how you found it. Was it difficult? What you liked about using it, maybe what you didn't like about it, what you could suggest to the company to improve. Thank you so much for watching this video. If there's any other topic that you would like me to discuss, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will also link the related videos that you can watch in your own time that will complement this video to help you choose wisely which platform you would like to use for your book. Till next time, look forward to seeing you in the upcoming video. All the best with your book writing journey, and we'll catch up very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.